Hey everybody, it's Brandon from School Principal Reacts, and I just wanted to share a new product from RAYCON with you today that I recently tried. It's RAYCON's new bone conduction headphones. By the way, a huge thank you to RAYCON for sponsoring this video. All right, we have the box here. Let's see what's inside. As we slide it out of the outer box, we see the headphones kind of really neatly displayed. I really enjoyed the presentation and how they just boxed it all up. When you take it out, you notice right away that these are kind of freestanding. They don't have a case like your traditional earbuds. Here in the center of the box, you've got our charging cable that it comes with that plugs directly into the headphones. And it also came with a helpful booklet that tells you about the controls. In the booklet, it will show you that you actually plug the charging cable directly into the headphones without the need for a charging case. And that's all for the unboxing. With these bone conduction headphones, obviously the very first thing you notice about them is there's no case like there is with RAYCON's other products, and it just goes around the back of your head and you can adjust the very end of it to fit your ear shape. You can't really read it, but here on this little tab on the end of it, there's a little tab that you probably can't read. It says adjust to me. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. The end of it is really bendy so that you can adjust it to the specific shape of your ear, and it stays put once you adjust it in the correct position. Just as far as comfort, when I put these in, they are really comfortable. At first, I wasn't sure if they would stay on my head. If you've seen my other videos about RAYCON, you can check them out if you'd like. One of the things that I always comment on RAYCON's products is that they really stay in my ear really well. There's another very popular brand of earbuds that I used to use a lot because I got them for free at a school administrators conference, true story, but they always fall out of my ear. I'll put them in and they kind of stay for a minute, and then the more I move around and talk, they just inch their way out of my ear. These, just like RAYCON's other products, I can move around, I can shake my head. They're just not going to come off. And I think that's part of just RAYCON's design. They're just designed better. And also these are adjustable. The last inch or so of the headphones, you can actually twist and turn to fit the exact shape of your ear because everybody's ears are just a little bit different. So I'll be very honest with you. When you go to RAYCON's website, you will see lots of people hiking and mountain biking and doing other things, but also just walking and enjoying their earbuds. Now, I don't do some of the more extreme activities. I think I'm a little too old for that. However, I definitely use my RAYCONs all the time, especially when I'm walking, exercising, or doing other tasks in my home office here, maybe editing a video, maybe researching something for a new video. I will typically just sort of have them in and be just listening to music or listening to a podcast or something else while I look up something. They're great for that. Again, they don't fall out. They're extremely comfortable. I can honestly say they're the most comfortable earbuds that I've ever worn, and they're just really well designed. And as RAYCON continues to develop new products like the bone conduction earbuds, I'm always surprised how they're able to come up with something more innovative like these to try and make it even better for the consumer. Other things that I noticed about RAYCON, other than them just being really ergonomic and having their usual feather-like feel, they're also IP68 rated for things like rain, sweat, and dust, so that no matter what you're doing, in my case, I do a lot of outdoor walking and exercising, not the extreme mountain biking and stuff, but I do my fair share of power walking. They're really great for that. If I'm sweating, if it's hot, they do just fine. And again, they don't come off. I also really like the battery life. I noticed with my other RAYCON products, as well as the bone conduction earbuds, they have up to 13 hours of battery life on one charge. And you may have noticed in the unboxing footage, they don't have a traditional earbud case. You can kind of see there's a little place right here where the charger connects to it. It just connects directly to it. So there's no worry about putting the back in the case and then charging the case. You can just hook up the charger directly to the bone conduction earbuds and it works just fine. I also really love the colors. If you go to RAYCON's website and see their different products, including the bone conduction headphones, all of their products tend to have really vibrant colors. I won't mention some of the other products that I have and the colors because they are really vibrant, but we're here to talk about the bone conduction earphones. These are a really cool royal blue color, I believe. They also have a variety of options. Some of them are more muted, but others are really vibrant, which I really enjoy. To sum it all up, it's a great product. As usual, RAYCON kind of knocked it out of the park with these bone conduction headphones, and I wanted to share my personal link with you where you can get 15% off of your RAYCON bone conduction headphones. I'll put it in the the description, but it's buyraycon.com/principalbc, as in principal bone conduction headphones. So once again, it's buyraycon.com/principalbc, and you go there and you can get 15% off of your order of bone conduction headphones. Once again, I want to extend a big thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video. I had a great time with my bone conduction headphones. I have a feeling that I'll be using them a lot in my neighborhood, especially as it begins to warm up and thaw out. It's still really cold here in Georgia, but I have used them outside and I have enjoyed them both on the treadmill inside and outside going on my walks around the neighborhood. I hope you enjoyed this review of this product. I really do enjoy my Raycon products. I hope to see you on my next video here on School Principal Reacts, and as always, thanks for watching.